Come on into the library. It's a place where I love to be. Look in a book, here's a story for you. Who makes stories when the day is through? Who makes stories when the day is through? Story makers, working through the night till the rising sun. Story makers, stories are fabulous, stories are fun. Milton Wordsworth, Shelley and Jackson, working through the night till the rising sun. Story makers, stories are fabulous, stories are fun. Come and be a story maker. Story makers. Story makers.
It's midnight. Hello.
Has everybody gone?
The sun is down, the stars are bright. Story makers come out at night. Milton Wordsworth, story maker and magical maestro, at your service.
Milton! Come here.
Speak to me, Jackson.
Where does jam come from?
Jam?
Yes, jam! The children were eating jam sandwiches in the library today.
Well, if it's jam you want, then it's jam you shall have.
Oh, jam and jam sandwiches. Oh, yummy.
They look delicious.
Oh, come on.
I want a story about the oldest person in the whole world.
Okay, well, if that's what you want, all you have to do is use a little imagination. And perhaps you'd like to join in too. Imagine a story.
Oh, it's a blue cow story.
Oh, look. Blue cow and the oldest man in the world.
In a field not far away is a herd of cows grazing quietly. One of the cows is most unusual. Blue cow wonders about the big world beyond her field. One day, Blue cow was looking at a very old tree. I wonder what it is like to be really old. She's off again, said the other cows. So Blue cow caught the bus that stops beside her field. I'd like a return ticket to a place where I can meet someone who's really old, please. There you go, madam. Hold very tight. And they set off for the seashore. And then they arrived. When Blue cow got off the bus, she could hardly believe her eyes. By the seashore was a very, very old man. He had long silver hair and a matching silver beard and a kind, smiley face. He was painting an enormous picture. The picture was as long as the seashore and as tall as a tree. Hello, I'm Blue cow. What's you painting?
I'm painting a picture with all of my friends in it. It's taking me a very, very long time.
It's very beautiful, said Blue cow. Who's that?
That's my friend Dino the dinosaur. This is Christopher Columbus, Shakespeare, all the kings and queens of England, Humpty Dumpty, Robin Hood.
Blue cow looked at all the faces of the old man's friends. There were hundreds and hundreds of them. You know a lot of people, said Blue cow.
That's because I'm the oldest man in the world. But call me Tony.
How old are you, Tony? Asked Blue cow.
I'm as old as the trees, as old as the seas, as old as the breeze. I'm so old, I've got 7,000 telegrams from the different kings and queens. Look!
And he held up a pile of telegrams.
And in this space in the corner, I'm going to paint my new friend.
Who's that? asked Blue Cow.
You!
Laughed Tony.
Stand over there while I paint you. Smile, please.
Blue Cow stood and smiled while Tony painted her.
Finished!
He cried.
Oh, that's lovely. Can I come and see you again? Certainly. You'll always find me here.
Oh, look! More treasure. And more pictures of treasure. I think I'll save my chocolate treasure until later.
Was it grass, pondweed, or lettuce? Pondweed, that's right.
Can we have a story about being a model?
I don't see why not, my little cherub. We are the story makers after all.
And we could use this pretty rainbow to put in the story machine to make a story about colourful clothes.
Perfect. Story machine, we'd like to see how far we can see with Jackson's telescope. Are you ready with the imagination? Imagine, imagine, imagine a story. It's a Kevin the Spaceman story. But oh dear, it's called Purr. More cats.
Kevin and Spanner in space to explore, seeking out planets never heard of before.
Spanner sniffed. He wasn't sure about this new planet. It smelled rather suspicious. Kevin thought the planet looked cosy and friendly. There were sofas and cushions everywhere, amongst beautiful smelling flowers. Spanner decided to explore, but felt far from comfortable. Meanwhile, Kevin was investigating. Suddenly, a sofa appeared out of nowhere in front of Kevin. On the sofa was a black cat. The cat was purring contentedly and looked very comfy. "Hello, Mr. Black Cat," said Kevin. "Hello," purred the cat. Then Kevin remembered Spanner. Oh no! Spanner and cats on the same planet spelt trouble. The cat on the sofa disappeared straight away, and Kevin rushed back to find Spanner as fast as he could. Spanner was surrounded by 3 cats on 3 sofas and was trembling with fright. There was the black cat, and now a red cat, and a green cat too. All 3 cats were meowing and looking angry. Spanner looked scared. "Spanner, we need to be careful," said Kevin, "and polite. Cats love politeness." "I'm Kevin," said Kevin, "and this is Spanner, my dog."
"A dog?"
meowed the red cat.
"We don't much care for dogs. We are cats, after all."
"He's very gentle, and he really likes cats," said Kevin, nudging Spanner with his foot. "Ruff," wondered Spanner. Then the green cat got down off his sofa and came over to Kevin and Spanner. He started sniffing Spanner. Spanner whined, wishing he would stop shaking.
"It's very nice to meet a dog who likes cats,"
said the red cat.
"We've never met one before."
A saucer of milk appeared in front of Spanner.
"Please drink this saucer of milk, Spanner, as a sign that we're friends,"
said the black cat. "Marvellous," thought Spanner. He really hated milk. "Drink the milk, Spanner. You're embarrassing us," whispered Kevin. Spanner saw Kevin's point. He started lapping up the milk. Actually, it didn't taste too bad. "Thank you," said Kevin to the cats. "This is a very beautiful planet, and comfy too."
"You're welcome,"
said the red cat.
"Safe journey then to you and your dog."
And with that, the 3 cats disappeared on their magic sofas.
Look, the children have been drawing their pets.
Maybe we could find out, though.
Is it me and Billy, me and Horace, or me and Mimi? Me and Mimi! That's right! Thanks!
What do you think this is? It's a sweet, succulent, juicy mango. My favorite. Into the machine it goes. Are you ready to help? Imagine a story.
It's a Barnacle Rock story.
Called Smelly Old Boot.
Once upon a tide at Barnacle Rock, something stinky turned up.
Rise and shine, barnacles under the sea. What's so smelly and pongy?
Yes, yes!
Chimed the barnacles.
Someone is making stinky whiffs!
Harry, the seahorse, floated out of the seaweed.
Phew-wee, what a pong.
Electra sparked by in a panic.
Sea monster alert! Everyone hide!
The sea creatures hid, but there was no sign of a sea monster. Are you sure you saw a sea monster? Ellie whispered.
Well, I've never seen anything like it before. It's huge and black and shiny with long tentacles, and when he gets close, it lets off a terrible pong.
Everyone took a peek. Lying on the seabed was the ghastly-looking creature. Oh, isn't it horrid? Ellie gasped.
And doesn't it pong?
Winced Electra. Gruff, the pufferfish, swam out from behind his slimy stone.
What's that lovely smell?
He asked. Careful, Gruff, it's a sea monster!
No, it isn't a sea monster.
Grumbled Gruff.
I think it's rather lovely.
But whatever can it be?
Hissed Electra.
Perhaps we should ask Papa Clam.
Did somebody call?
Popper Clam appeared from under the sand.
Oh, what's that awful smell?
It's a stinky sea monster, shouted the sea creatures.
No, it isn't.
Said Gruff sulkily. Popper Clam took a closer look.
It's not a sea monster. That there creature is an old boot. The people up top put boots on their feet so it won't hurt if they step on something sharp.
But why does it smell?
Hissed Electra.
Old boots get very stinky. This one could make Barnacle Rock smell for weeks.
Sighed Popper Clam. All the sea creatures looked glum, except for Gruff, who looked quite pleased. But how can we get rid of it? Ellie groaned. It's so big. Suddenly, Electra screamed.
Watch out! Watch out! There's a hook about!
A fishing hook had appeared. The creatures swam about wildly. Don't panic! Shouted Ellie. I've had an idea. Ellie floated up to the hook and nudged it into the boot. They all watched in amazement as the boot was hauled out of the water. Gruff almost shed a tear.
Well done, Ellie.
Boomed Popper Clam.
It smells better already.
Well, that's the end of our whiffy adventure for today, Ellie giggled.
We've got to go.
We must hide away before the children come.
Indeed we must. The dawn is upon us. The morning is nigh. We've made our stories, and we bid you goodbye. Story makers, working through the night till the rising sun. Story makers, stories are fabulous. Thanks for
helping.
Bye, story makers.
See you again soon.